What is the main differences between PlaceIt and Vexels? That's what I want to discuss in this video. I wanted to make this video because today is the last day for the Black Friday discount, and both PlaceIt and Vexels have probably the best Black Friday offers. PlaceIt is something like $44 for the year, and Vexels is something like $13 a month. So both are very good, but I wanted to address what the differences are because I use both for two completely different things. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. But before I get started, don't forget to smash the like button if you use either of the two tools. And before I get started, I want to address something because I feel like if I dodge it, it will be odd, and I don't want to come across ungenuine. So I want to address the issue, and the issue is this: I've just been made aware recently, like 2 days ago, that Vexels licensing doesn't last if you cancel your account. In a nutshell, what it's saying is if you have a license with Vexels, you download a whole bunch of designs, you use those designs, and then you cancel your license, you can no longer use those designs to make money with. And a lot of people were very upset by it. A lot of people understood it. And here's my take. And I wanted to just quickly tell you in a minute or so what my take is, just so you can see that I am now aware of it. And firstly, I have emailed them for a comment and I'm waiting for them to respond. But my take is this. You have a few scenarios. Scenario one, you're making lots of money with your t-shirts that you have downloaded from Vexels. Brilliant. There's no need to cancel Vexels. My take number two is if you're making no money from Vexels, then it doesn't matter if you cancel and you have to take your designs down. They're not making you any money. Now, the thing is this. Let's say you want to retire, right? You want to keep your designs up. You don't want to do print on demand anymore, but you're making money from your print on demand. You don't want to continue paying for all these tools because you're not making new designs, but you are making money from your old designs. Then what do? And this is where I sympathize. I agree. It's very, very frustrating, and it's something they should definitely get rid of, and hopefully they will in the next year. But what I would say is, in that case, purchase their lifetime, which is something like $400, which is also half off at the moment. And what that will do is that means you don't have to worry about licensing ever again. You own all the licenses. And the reason why I think they do this is because if you bought imagery on something like Shutterstock or something like that, you pay for the photo, for the individual photo, right? And that will cost you an absolute fortune if you're paying for hundreds and hundreds of photos every month. With Vexels, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of that paying per photo and just introduce a subscription. So the subscription is you're like renting the images in a way, right? You're subscribing to use all their images, and when you stop subscribing to use their images, then you can't use their images anymore. If you wanted to own each individual image, you can pay for each individual image using something like Shutterstock, but that will cost you an absolute fortune. So that doesn't seem right. And in my mind, this is very similar to like music licensing. When you want to use a song, you have to pay every time, or you have to pay a lot of money. So that's my take on it, right? It's frustrating and it's annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world, and I don't think you should focus on the nitty-bitty, gritty little details here. I think you should focus on just trying to get sales, using their designs, uploading them, trying to build your business. Don't focus on all these little things, and in a way, don't look for excuses to not do the business. Just do it. And if it comes down to it, and you want to cancel because you can't afford it, or you want to cancel because it's not right, then you can worry about it at that time. But chances are, if you're canceling because you can't afford it or you don't feel it's right, you're not making sales using their designs. Hopefully, you'll be making a lot of sales using their designs. Okay, I'm going to move on because I don't want to talk about that too long. But I wanted everyone to realize that I am aware. I want to address it so that you knew I was aware and you could hear my take on it. I agree with all of you. It's very annoying, but it is what it is. I mean, and I think here, this is the ending, right? This is the ending of that little bit. PlaceIt don't do it, Canva don't do it, right? But Canva, you can only really use their free graphics for your t-shirts, and their free graphics are they're not very good, and there's a very small amount of them, right? And they're not very good. If you want to use Canva properly, you want their pro graphics, but their pro graphics apparently you can't use on merch. Really, really confusing. PlaceIt isn't really known for amazing graphics. They have a lot of graphics, and you can use them in your designs, but it's not the same, right? Whereas Vexels have over 200,000 or 260,000 graphics that you can use, all made in-house by professional graphic designers. So they're very good quality graphics where it makes sense that it costs a fortune to use, but it's not actually that expensive. So now I want to just quickly discuss the differences between PlaceIt and Vexels and what I use them for. And again, if anyone has any questions about the previous thing, let me know in the comments down below. I'll happily get into a discussion with you about it, because like I said, I do agree with you. I just kind of understand as well. So I use PlaceIt mainly for mockups, okay? I would say solely for mockups at this point. I think PlaceIt's mockups are absolutely ridiculous, and to me alone, that is worth how much it costs. I think their mockups are just absolutely fantastic, and they have mockups for everything, for t-shirts, for books, for infographics, for courses, for anything. Literally, they have mockups for absolutely everything, and that is what I use them for. I don't really use them for designs anymore. I used to until I became introduced to Vexels, but I used to use them for designs as well, but it's limiting what you can do with their design tool. So again, I mainly use them for their mockups. I sometimes use them for their videos as well, you know, doing t-shirt videos or YouTube intros, but I don't use them so much for gaming, and I don't really use them for the logos. Like I said, it's mainly mockups. And with Vexels is very different. Vexels I use for their PNG files, their vector files, and also the t-shirt maker. I'm constantly Googling, you know, arrow PNG or cloud PNG, or just an image of some sort in a PNG format with a transparent background, and a lot of the time it's not transparent on Google, and as well as that, a lot of the time you're not actually allowed to use the photos, you're just dragging from Google. You could get in trouble for using those, whereas with Vexels, I have any graphic I could possibly need. Just have to search for it, it will be there, and then I can download it and use it for free, and I don't have to worry about it. Well, not for free, but for the license, for the monthly, and I don't have to worry about it. So I use Vexels for that reason, and I use Vexels as well for the t-shirt maker, which is, you've seen my previous video creating t-shirts. I just think it's so good. So good. And occasionally I'll use Vexels for the PSD t-shirt downloads, where I can just edit the PSD t-shirts, but I personally prefer to use the graphics and design my own t-shirts than use their pre-made t-shirts. And as well as that, I haven't tried it yet, but I want to, and that is that is using their I get 2 free t-shirt creations. So they'll have to make me 2 t-shirts. If I give them the phrase, they can make me a design. I haven't used that yet. I really want to use it. I think it's quite cool. I've never seen a company do this before, so I'm very excited for that as well. But that is my take on differences between PlaceIt and Vexels. I just want to make a very short video because a lot of people are asking me, should I get Vexels? Should I get PlaceIt? What do you use? And I just want to tell you, I use both, and I use them for 2 very different things. And by the way, I also use Canva. I use Canva for another very different thing. I use Canva for creating posters, for creating Instagram posts, for doing quick edits, stuff like that. That's what I use Canva for. So just talking about Vexels and PlaceIt, mockups is for PlaceIt, and designs and PNGs and those kind of things is Vexels. That is how I use it. And yeah, that is this video. I don't want to drone on for too long. I just wanted to tell you how it is. And again, I hope you're not like upset or annoyed about the whole commercial rights stuff going on with Vexels. I don't think you should worry about it. Just focus on creating designs. Don't worry about it, really. It's not the end of the world. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's video.